Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to this first day of the month of May. I'm excited because the month of May is a very special month. I'm sure a lot of distributors who are here today know that today is the last month, is the month end for the month of April. As you say in our business, it's not finished until it is finished. So I want to welcome all the distributors and all the guests to this presentation. I'm excited because our guest speaker today is a very exciting, growing World Team member. But I want to get into the business presentation to share with you what we do in this business. This is specifically for our guests, people who have not seen the business presentation and want to take a look at what we do so that they can make a decision whether they want to join us in this exciting journey of life. My name is Pascal Oloo. I am trained as a civil engineer. I'm a Kenyan. I live in South Africa. Betty and I have been in South Africa for the last 28 years. And the reason we came to South Africa is very simple. We wanted to have a better life. Because, because of being trained as an engineer, the largest client in any country for engineering projects are government. And when the government stops investing money in infrastructure, the people who feel the pinch very quickly are engineers. So Betty and I left Kenya to have a better life in South Africa. When I was growing up, my father used to say, son, go to school, get a good education, get a good job with the government, and you'll be successful. So, children believe everything their parents tell them, whether it's true or not, but they do believe. I believe my dad. I went to the University of Nairobi, did a course in civil engineering, finished, came to South Africa. I enrolled to do a postgraduate course at the University of Witwatersrand in Johannesburg. But when I finished, there was no increase in my income. And that really frustrated me because I spent an additional 2 years, an additional 4,000 Rand to obtain a postgraduate course, but there was no increase in my income. That was very poor investment. Before I get to our story and then get into the business, what is our mission? Our mission in this company and this business is very, very simple. We want to make the world a healthier and a happier place. But that has to start with you, the individual. You, the individual that is watching this presentation, you, the individual that has taken their time to come and look at what we do. So Betty and I started because we wanted to make extra money. In fact, the only reason we started is to earn an additional $200. That was our initial goal. But after doing the business for 7 months, our income reached $1,000. And that's when the light bulb actually went off for me. I saw that if I put enough effort in this business, I would be able to earn enough money to be able to leave my job and do the business full time. So it took us 3 years for me to earn an income that would enable me to actually quit my job. Okay, so if you're a guest, just pay attention. Now, Betty and I have been privileged to really build a sufficiently good business. 1999 is when I went full time. I retired or resigned from my job. Actually, the date was 27th September 1999. That's when I fired my boss. So if you're a guest, just pay attention to what we are going to discuss today. Now, let's get to the way that people use, in essence, to generate money. There are 4 major ways that people use to generate income. The first one is called a job. A job is when you work for somebody, and at the end of 30 days, they pay you a salary. It's good, but at least because you're able to put money on the table. I mean, you're able to put food on the table, have a roof over your head, and have clothing on your back. The challenge with jobs is they are numerous. Number one, your employer can come and tell you one day, I'm sorry, we don't need your services anymore. Or we are restructuring. Or we are having whatever it is. Our company is not making profits. There are so many reasons why they would let you go. There is also a lot of internal politics in jobs. But a major reason also why it is very easy to lose a job is because of technology. Companies have been able to find very efficient ways to produce the goods and services they do provide using less people, but they employ technology. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. This is when you get your savings, you borrow money, you mortgage your house, whatever it is, then you start your own business where you're the sole proprietor. And you provide a product or a service to the public. The challenge with self-employment is the business depends on your physical presence. If you're not there physically, income doesn't come in. And the reason is you've actually replaced your job with a business, because if you're not there, there's no income. And if you want to go for leave, if you have got family issues, you fall sick, it means you need to get somebody who understands what you do, and you need to have somebody whom you trust to be able to run the business on your behalf, which is a challenge. The third way that people use to generate income, these are big businesses. These are companies who invest huge capital and they employ lots of employees. And you see, with lots of employees, also you have a lot of labor problems or labor issues. So big businesses is available to very few people because the ordinary man in the street is not able to raise enough capital to start a big business. The fourth one is investment. Investment is when you have money which is over and above what you need, but maybe money you have saved and you want to make it grow. You want to have a return on your investment. You need two things: skill and knowledge of investment. So what most people do is they get people who are experienced in investing and invest on their behalf. There are other ways also that people use to generate income, which are specialized sections of life. For example, professional athletes, professional basketballers, footballers, writers, or singers, who incredible skill they need to put into the market in order to generate income. Is there a criteria that you can use to decide that, look, this is a good business for building wealth? I think it needs to have the following elements so that the ordinary man in the street can actually have access to it. Number one, you need very low capital to start. Our business, you need between 60 and 100 US dollars to start a business that can become a global business. The second element is you need to get involved in distribution. Why? Because that's where wealth is created. Business is generated when you distribute a product or a service to the public, and in return, they pay you some money. So distribution is a very key element in creation of wealth. I remember reading an article that in the 80s and 90s, if you take any standard product, 50% of the cost of the product goes towards the manufacturing cost, 50% goes to distribution costs. In the year 2000 and beyond, that proportion changed. 20% went to the manufacturing cost, 80% was distribution cost. Why? Because of technology. Manufacturers were able to reduce the cost of manufacturing so low because of technology, but they were not able to reduce the distribution cost significantly to make a difference. So that indicates to you that in distribution is where wealth is really created. The third element is you need to have a global reach. That means you need to have access to a lot of people. Our company does business in 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in 14 countries. The fourth element is leverage. Leverage is one of the secrets of very successful and wealthy people. Leverage simply means that you find a way to multiply your time and your effort by cooperating with other people. Banks do it all the time. That's why they open branches. Supermarkets do it all the time. That's why they open different stores. So leverage is a very important element in creating wealth. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable products. Consumable products are things that you buy and use and buy more. For example, soap. Soap is a consumable product. It's not very exciting, but soap makes good business sense. So you need a consumable product which is unique and high quality. It's consumable because it has a repeat sale. That is a major advantage you have for consumable products. The sixth element is you need business system. Business system are simply tools, procedures, equipment that you need to put into place so that your business runs with or without you. And you teach the people you work with to use the system so that the business grows in your absence. And that's a very important element for the success of business. And the last element is timing. Timing is very critical because if you start the business at the wrong time, it doesn't gain traction. Either it's too late or it's too early in the growth curve. Now, what is this business that you're talking about? It's called network marketing or network distribution. It's a system of distribution of products and services that we take from a manufacturer to the consumer through only one middle person, a distributor like myself. So we cut out the middleman between the manufacturer and the consumer. What that implied is that the money the company would have spent on advertising and paying all these middle people, wholesalers, retailers, that money is available to be paid to people who are actually taking the product to the customer from the manufacturer. So we don't have advertising, we don't have retailers or wholesalers. And a very important element in this system is when customers buy products, they buy products that they have good knowledge of what they actually buy. Why? Because a distributor explains the product to the customer. I mean, those of you who are in East Africa, if you go to Naivas to buy something, it's very rare that somebody who is in the supermarket will actually approach you and explain to you what they're actually selling to you or what you're going to buy. That's what I find very fascinating and exciting about this business. We are paid for successfully referring customers to buy. That means the company has a system to be able to check who has referred which customer to buy products. Products are researched and developed on your behalf. That means that although you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And that's very exciting because think about it. If you want to start a business, first you have to think about the product. You have to design the product. You have to get the raw material to put the product together. You have to do research and development to have quality control. You have to have a manufacturing facility. You need to register your products in all the markets you do business. In this case, all that has been done on your behalf. Your job is to create a market where these products are used. That's really what is exciting about our business. So although you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself because you're partnering with a company which has got more than 50 years experience, over 60 years experience in this industry. And they put to your advantage all that infrastructure that they have built so that you can build a successful business. There are no qualifications required in this business except you need to have a desire, you need to be teachable. That means you need to be open to learning about the business, and you need to work hard. Those are very simple things that you need to do to be successful in our industry. Neolife started in 1958, and the founder was Mr. Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield, as a teenager, had very serious asthma, and when his mother gave him natural remedies, he felt much better, and he was actually healed of asthma. And he thought, maybe I need to share this idea with my people in my small town called Porterville in California. And that's how the vision of Neolife started. 65 years later, Neolife operates in over 50 countries. But what has kept Neolife together all these years is, number one, absolute honesty and integrity. We believe we need to tell our customers, our distributors, and the public the truth about our products and the truth about our business opportunity. Honesty and integrity. The second one is people are number one. The most important resource in our business is people. Because if you don't have people, you don't have any business at all. The third element is products that work. The company has put together a scientific advisory board whose job is just to research and develop top quality products. A friend of mine recently sent me a clip by the founder of the scientific advisory board, Dr. Arthur First. Dr. Arthur First was one of the top scientists in the world in the last century. And what I find really fascinating and humbling about Dr. Arthur First is he is the father of chemotherapy. He devised the way to kill cancer using chemicals. But because he knew some people asked him to create an IP over that process. But he said, no, I want this process to be available to the ordinary people so that many more people are saved because of this new technique we have developed. So Arthur Fast was the founder of the Scientific Advisory Board. Those of you who are distributors, get a hold of that presentation. It's fantastic. Dr. Arthur Fast speaking about the philosophy and the science behind the products. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody starts a business at the same level, man or woman, old or young, successful business person or not, somebody who's just starting off. Everybody starts at the same level. And the last thing is you need to have a long-range vision. That is important because this is not a get-rich-quick business. You can get very rich, yes, but not as quickly as you may want. Okay? Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, came to South Africa in 1971, and then went around the whole of Southern Africa. 1996-97, opened business in East Africa. 99 and the year 2000, opened the business in West Africa. If you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep today. Now, why do people start this business? People start this business for so many different reasons. Some start the business because they want to make extra money, some because they want to have a good life for their families and children. Some start the business because they want to buy better homes. Some start the business because they want to have a better life for their parents. They want to take better care of their aging parents, give them good nutrition, give them additional income, and take care of them. So people start this business for so many different reasons. Some start the business because they want to buy good cars. Some because they want to have holidays or buy holiday homes. Some start the business because they want to make money. I think it's important for us to know how to make money. Money is not wealth. It is a measure of wealth, but it is not wealth. Money is a medium of exchange of goods and services, and money is a store of wealth, but it is not wealth. Okay? Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit or healthy. So if you are starting the business, you're partnering with a company which is more than 60 years old, operating in over 50 countries, and is supported by the Scientific Advisory Board, a group of scientists whose job is just to develop high-quality products. We have 4 ranges of products in our business. They're all consumable products. The first one is called the Golden Home Care product. These are products for cleaning your bathroom, your kitchen, your toilet, everything in your home that you need for cleaning. You've got the products for you. The next range is a personal care range of products. These are products like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, everything that you need to make yourself look smart and neat. The third one is the skincare range. These are the skincare organics, the nutrients range of products to cleanse and detoxify your skin, to balance and invigorate, have the moisture balance on your skin, to nourish and protect, so that you have a good-looking skin. I mean, the biggest organ in your body is your skin. And one of the first places there's a telltale sign of illness in the body if you look at somebody's skin. And the last range of products is the health supplements. This is the highest selling range of our business. Why? Because your greatest wealth is your health. How does this business work? This business works when you get involved in what we call 3 daily success habits. The first is we use the products ourselves. What is the idea? We simply change our buying habits. I mean, at the end of April or beginning of May, you went to the shop or somewhere to buy soap, you went to buy things for you need to use at home. What we say is this: start this business and buy from your own business. You're supporting your own business. The other reason why you need to use the products is because people you recommend the products to want to know that you also believe and use the products that you're recommending. Now, because Neolife is registered in over 50 countries, we use what we call the point value system to measure this business growth. 100 PV or point value is roughly $160 in value. The next thing we do is we share the business opportunity. That simply means we introduce other people to be product users and promoters. So if we have 6 people who are users of the products, they do 100 PV, we also do 100 PV, we've got 700 PV as your business volume, okay? And with that, you get 700 PV, you become a manager, and your income is roughly $45 a month. What is the next thing you do? You teach all these people you brought into the business to do what you do. That means the person on the top right corner introduces 2, and those 2 introduced 2, they'll have generated a 700 PV unit, plus the other 6 gives you 1,300, you become a senior manager, and your income is about $90 a month. The next thing is you teach all these people to do what you do. Eventually, if these 6 people generate 700 PV each, plus yourself gives you 4,300 PV, you've become a director in the business, and your income is about between $580 and $700 a month. It could be more, it could be less, depending on the volume of your business. Not everybody is going to join your business. Some people just want to be product users. Those product users, you're going to make a profit of 20% because they're not registered. They cannot buy products from the company, they buy through you. The third thing we do in our business is personal development. What does that mean? Personal development simply means that you use a system of training to become a better person. Through training, attending seminars, listening to CD, doing presentations yourself so that you can become a good business leader. That is a support system that is very, very critical for your success in the business. If you want to earn more money in the business, you need to help other people reach director level. If you help one more person to become a director, your income is about $1,000 a month. If you help 3 people become directors, your income is about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, your income goes about $5,000 a month. So your success depends on how many people you help to become successful. And at this juncture, I want to invite a world team member who is very excited, a world team member from Uganda, Tanzania. Kampala, Uganda. Mr. Joseph Mugisha. I don't know whether you can hear me. Hi, Joseph.
Yes, Mr. Pascal, I can hear you.
How are you?
Doing well. Are you?
Fantastic. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yes. So we have been. I spoke to Alan this afternoon, and he told me you're very excited about attending this seminar. So I'm really eager to hear your story. So take it away.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Pascal, for the wonderful presentation that you made. Good evening, everyone on this call. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy new month of May. I wish you a month of food, a month of joy, peace, and happiness. My name is Joseph Mugisha. As you've heard, I come from Uganda. I live in western part of Uganda, Mbarara. I'm still single, and I'm a businessman. I do New Life business full time. But where did New Life found me? New Life business found me when I was very busy becoming poor in a small boutique. I was selling new clothes around town in Mbarara. That business, which I had started with a few dollars, it was $1,400 in Uganda, $400. And that money was not enough because I wanted a big business, but I had a smaller capital. Then I went ahead, I went to Centenary Bank in Uganda here and borrowed 1.8 million, which was $500, sorry. So I added to the capital I had to expand the business, to have enough stock so that I could make money. But after working seriously for 1.5 years, when I calculated the stock I had left with, I had left with a stock of $500 because of too much or high operational costs, as you know, business people face. And I was very frustrated. I was planning, because I had areas for 3 months, I was planning to go back to the village simply because I had failed to operate that business. And that's when a friend of mine invited me to come and look at New Life business. I was promised that through New Life I could make money, I could live a healthier life and also travel the world. The main reason why I joined New Life is because I wanted money to get out of debt and also to become financially free. So I saw 3 things in New Life which was important to me. Number 1 was money, to make money. Number 2, I saw travel, it was good for me. And also to live a healthier life, because without health, you cannot achieve the other 2. So I was told that I need to do 3 daily success habits. Number 1, to use the products. Number 2, to share the product and the business opportunity. And number 3, to attend training for skills and knowledge. That's what I did. In my very first month, my commission, together with my profits, it was $40. And I was very excited simply because I used to make only profits in selling clothes, but when I added on commission, I saw that this is a business that I was looking for, because I wanted a big business and I was promised that however much you start small, but it is a big business. So I kept on building the business, sharing the business opportunity, attending trainings. So my commission kept on increasing from $40 to $50 to $100, $200, $300. I remember I became a director in 2015, the month of September, and my check rose to $400 by that time. Then I kept on earning such money, $500, $600, $700, $800. So since 2015. So I became a world team member in March this year, 2023. And I was very excited, and I'm very excited. So I was invited to Windsor to attend leadership school in Windsor last year in April. So when I reached Windsor, I was treated like a VIP, I was treated like a king. Remember, it is the place where Obama was hosted when he was in East Africa. So such treatment, it changed my mind. I learned very many things. I learned that through this business, an average person or ordinary person can live extraordinary life. So I came back when I was charged to do the business seriously. So when I came back, I developed a director like me last year. So now I worked hard to step up toward the team. So I became a world team member in March this year, and my check rose to $1,000. So today, what are the benefits that I've gotten from New Life? Number 1 is personal development. Before, I never used to talk to people, but today I can talk and talk and talk until the cow comes back. Number 2, I've been able to get good friends. Like Pascal, you are my best friend, because whenever you present, I feel like starting a business afresh. Friends like Chege, Fred Kasia, Stella Murem, and very many other people, other leaders, Joseph Kariuki, Njeru, and many other leaders on this call. Number 3, I've been able to build a residential house. Today, I live in my own house, status of New Life. I've been able to visit the best places around town, around Uganda, and even outside Uganda, because I remember in 2018, I was invited to go to Intercontinental Hotel in Nairobi. So it was a nice place. Because of New Life, I've been able to help other many people to make money. Like I have developed a director who is earning over $500 now. He's working hard to become a Sapphire director like me. So personal development, good friends. I've been able to build a residential house. Today, I'm working very hard to become a PT. I want to develop many directors and other team members. My focus is to become a PT because I want to start earning over 5,000 US dollars. My future business is to invest my money in real estate. I want to travel the world, all over the world, starting with next year. I want to drive Range Rover Sport, and I want to live a good life. So in this business, if you are a guest on this call, what I can say, if this business can work for me as Joseph, a person who doesn't have any qualification, everyone can do this business much better than me. So I'm looking forward to meet you. If you are a guest on this call, what I can encourage you is to start. Don't ask many questions. Just what you need what we call big dreams. What are your dreams? You have to dream big. Number two, you must have a desire to change your life. Number three, you have to have faith that if other people can do it, if Joseph can do it, you can also do it. And number three, you have to take massive action, because without action, even if you have faith, faith without action is dead. Then you have to persist, because you might find some challenges, as small challenges like the ones I made at the beginning. People used to tell me that business can't work for you. So you have to persist and you have to attend the trainings, because with trainings, you can do everything in this business. So Mr. Pascal, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And Mr. Alan, thank you very much for inviting me to share my story. I can assure you, this business will change very many people's life. If this business can change my life to live the way I am now. Because today, people, they call me, the way I dress, people call me a doctor, a lawyer, they call me a professor because of the work of this business. So ladies and gentlemen, let me stop from here. I wish you the best. Let's do the business and we shall meet on the beaches of the world. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mr. Pascal.
Joseph, thank you so much for that testimony. I think it's very exciting to hear such stories, because I'm sure the guests who are here are telling themselves, if Joseph can do it, I also can do it. And it's very exciting to hear such stories. I mean, some of the stories we hear in this business are very, very exciting. But Joseph, one thing you can be sure, when I come to Uganda, I'm sure some matoke will be waiting for us. All right, so just to conclude, our business offers a lot of services and to take full advantage of technology. One of the things the company has done to make the business efficient is online services. Because of technology, you're able to do this business from anywhere in all those 50 countries. If you want to order products, you can order products online. I remember when there was the COVID lockdown, which started on the 26th of March, 2020, for 5 months, we could not leave our home, but our business grew because Neolife was categorized as an essential services company. And therefore, we'd be able to order products and we would deliver to our doorstep. So you can order products online. If you want to build and register new distributors and build a team, you can register, you can do that online. The moment you register with the company, the company creates for you your own personalized website, back office. You can monitor and manage your business. Training is done locally and internationally via online services. Delivery of products. Every market the company does business, they contract local courier companies to deliver products to our customers. Payment is done by online mobile transfer. Payment of bonuses and commissions is done by EFT and mobile money. One of the things that Mr. Mugisha was speaking about is attending events. For example, the last major event in East Africa was the East African Convention in Dar es Salaam. These were some of the excited distributors who attended that event. In Southern Africa, the convention was held in Pretoria for the Southern African countries, that is South Africa, Lesotho, Botswana, Swaziland, Namibia, Mozambique. So people from around Southern Africa met in Pretoria to celebrate the success of the company in this region. Now, something else that I've been reading about, if you're a guest, what do you need to start the business? You need, number one, to speak to the person who invited you, called your sponsor. He'll give you an application form to fill, or if you want to do online registration, you can do the online registration. Then you need to pay for your business starter kit. In South Africa, it's between 830 and 2,810. In Kenya, it's between 8,000 and 10,000 shillings. In Nigeria, 24,500 or 31,500. In Tanzania, it's 153,000 Tanzania shillings or 190,000 T shillings. In Uganda, it's 225,000 or 273,000 Uganda shillings. In USA, it's $75. In Togo, it's 43,500 or 58,500 francs CFA. In Italy, 64 euros. In Ghana, it's 493 or 787 Ghanaian cedis. And in Cameroon, it's 56,000 or 68,000 francs CFA. That is what you need to get your business started. Now, there are 6 basic needs that every single human being has. And the question I'd like to pose to all the guests who are here today, whatever you're doing, what job or what career, what business would be able to give you all these 6 basic things that everybody needs? Number one, the need for self-preservation. That is to have good health, to protect yourself from the elements and lead a healthy life. Number 2 is procreation and the protection of a family. That means you need to be able to generate enough income for your family to lead a good life. Number 3, as a search for meaning or God. The people who become extremely successful in our industry have a very big dream or the reason why they do the business. Number 4 is a quest for financial freedom. If you are a guest in this business and whatever you've been doing, ask yourself if you keep doing what you're doing, you will gain financial freedom. Number 5 is a desire to achieve goals and dreams. And number 6, the longing for immortality. I think these are essential things that everybody desires or everybody needs. And the question is this: whatever you're doing currently, will it fulfill all the 6 needs that you have? Remember this: success begins with a decision. If you decide to start the business, that's where your success begins. Okay? But once you've made a decision, you need to know what your dreams are. What do you want to achieve? What is it that you've always wanted to do, but because of whatever reason you've not been managed to do, most of it has been because of financial needs. Number 2, you need to find out what you need to learn. You need to be teachable. What do you need to do? What do you need to know to be able to be successful in this business? Number 3, just hard work. It requires discipline. It requires guts. It requires persistence. Number 4, you need faith in yourself, faith in your sponsor, and faith in the company in your life. If you have these basic things going for you, you're going to be very successful. What is the next step for you? Get back to the person who invited you. They will show you what to do to get your business started. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. What decision are you going to make? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you very much for attending this presentation with us. Good night and God bless.
Thank you so much, Pascal. Be blessed as well. Good night.
Thanks, Alan.